All right, we continue our coverage of those flood-ridden areas, and this time residents in Jozini, north of KwaZulu-Natal, are trying to salvage what they can after heavy rains battered the rural area. Now, communities there have been experiencing heavy rainfall since Tuesday, which has resulted in localized flooding. Homes and infrastructure have been severely damaged, and disaster management teams are now assessing the extent of that damage. Newzroom Afrika's Phila Mthembu is joining us now live from there. Phila, have you had any indication of what the extent of damage is thus far?
Absolutely, Nompumelelo. So I'm just going to allow this vehicle that is trying to pass here to give it right of way as it tries to go across. But where we're coming from, this is in fact a low-lying bridge, and on a normal day, Nompumelelo, you would not find such water, going down the stream here, because it's usually, an area where there is no blockage to the drainage system. And of course, since a lot of people, really the community members get to use this particular route to go in and out of their communities. I mean, just not so far from where we are standing, there is a school here. We had been told that severe weather had in fact, started raining here from as early as Tuesday. So it had been raining continuously. And of course, this is the route that the school pupils get to use. There are also rocks that have been placed here on the ground, really just to try and assist, these school pupils. If I may ask my colleague to show you those rocks over there, to try and assist these school pupils really to cross and make their way to and from school. But we also have been told that the majority of them have not been attending ever since severe weather had been experienced here. So far as it stands, there are 158 houses that have been affected. And what we also do know is that 72 of those houses have been totally destroyed and 86 of them partially damaged. So it really speaks to the concerns around really when it comes to infrastructure and the maintenance of it. We do know that disaster management teams are still continuing on the ground, assessing the damage, trying to quantify it. So the figures that I have given to you now, these are preliminary figures. There's also, humanitarian aid organizations that are on the ground, as several houses have been affected. So people are in dire need of food, as well as getting some help in terms of rebuilding. Nompumelelo. So if you could just bear with me, I'm going to continuously try step out of shot and give you those visuals, really how things look here when these vehicles try to really drive by. They have to force their way through here, Nompumelelo. And if you could also see some of the visuals that my camera operator is also showing you, this is also a grazing land. So residents here get to bring in their cattle for grazing, but I do know that they have been facing a number of challenges as a result of the severe weather. And what we are seeing today, I can rest assure you that the level of the water has really subsided, Nompumelelo. And of course, people are now confident in terms of bringing out their cattle to go for grazing. But, it's quite heartbreaking here. People are in need of assistance, and these are how the scenes are on the ground currently as disaster teams continue with their assessments.
All right, Phila out in Jozini, out in KZN for us, indicating that some of 158 houses have been damaged due to that flooding.